coming in with the Poe instead of the Ulgrim that he was running earlier.
We're seeing a surprising amount of Wushang today.
Yeah, I mean, it makes
of Wushang.
sense, right? Spear great in 2s, Gauntlet great in 2s. Again, just great setup kit. But it's kind of interesting to see the double Wushang.
Wushang, not a traditional Spear character that Spear players play. Not a traditional character that Gauntlet players play either. You're looking at the Val for a lot of the time, sometimes a Petra in there as well, but a lot of Vals.
Well, you can hear the cricket come out as Koko goes in with the neutral signature, and I love that the blue team doing a really good job. They know that they're doing the double character, so they're making sure they're staying on opposite weapons. Follow-up from Pavelski.
I'm a little bit disappointed that that was the follow-up Pavelski went for, just that side air, when he had literally all the time in the world, because he wasn't the first hit of the combo, and there was so much charge-up time that he knew Hysen was going to get some sort of punish on that signature.
He definitely was sitting there thinking about what his options were, and unfortunately, I mean, at least he picked one, right? Like, he did something. Yes. Here's a combo, though. Doesn't hit the nair. Unfortunate. Spyrox able to move just far enough to the side, but holy, Spyrox is on his last stock?
It was very quick, and he is very red on his final stock, too. He's not just spawning in with a crisp white tee on. He's coming in with a dirty grody. It's got, like, oil stains on it.
That was in the bottom of the basket. Like,
he's wiped his nose on it a couple times today, so there's boogies on it. He spilled some mustard on it.
The entirety of the sauce cabinet spilled all over it as Spyrox is out now, and it's all left to Koko in the 1v2. 2 stocks left for Koko, but the same can be said about Hysen and Pavelski.
Okay. Okay, Pavelski, where are you, brother? He just hit a D-Light. Still not the worst thing in the world for Hysen to take that damage.
Oh, saved him. I thought he was going to give him it. Like, he didn't have to save me. But Koko's still scrapping here. He's in the red, though. Nice ground pound, a good turnaround, and Pavelski is going to give him the respect.
I feel like Pavelski and Hysen are kind of going back to misplaying their 2v1 a little bit. Like, they're going in deep. There are definitely follow-up options that they can go for that they seem to not, or at least have the reaction time to grab in the moment. That neutral light is going to give them that stock. It's not going to give them the game quite yet. There is still a full stock of Koko for them to go through.
It kind of feels like red team's playing with their food a little bit. They're not doing, like, the safer options. Instead, they're kind of just like, we're just going to chase them. We're going to try to just get some damage, but they're not even getting, like, the best damage that they possibly can. They're just kind of playing with their food.
Sidelight nair onto the wrong person. That team damage coming out. Yeah, I feel like this 2v1 is just going on way too long.
I mean, Koko's playing it real well. Side sig to follow up from Hysen. Koko's been doing a really good job chase dodging off of hits, making sure that he's not putting himself into too awkward of positions. Again, great turnaround, right? He gets the pogo, immediately recovers up. So he's playing it right, and the red team is just not able to get it. There we go.
There's what we finally needed, and a good follow-up from Hysen as well. Choosing the signature option, leading to the KO. A lot of that was done, again, on the back of Hysen, putting out the most damage out of that game, picking up all 6 kills for his team. If we're looking at damage numbers, Pavelski did 369. Dang, you fine. Go ahead and sock it to me one more time, while Hysen put out 642. I don't have anything for that one.
So I can't think of a song with that in it, unfortunately. But Pavelski and Hysen looking really good. The eyes are on Spyrox right now to see if he can kind of bring up the damages in the 200s in the last one, and unfortunately he got taken out in less than a minute and a half.
That 214 definitely didn't help when Koko is doing 441. A decent number, but relatively not a good number. When your teammate is doing the 200s, you got to be putting out 600, 700, 800.
Yeah, like in relatively even games, usually the damage is around 1,000 per team. So if you're putting out 200, you're expecting your teammate to put out 800. Nice team combo.
Beautiful.
And that's going to be one. Number one. Weapon toss from Spyrox. Blue team cleans it up. Everything's looking good.
Incredible opening here for the blue team, showing a lot of the missteps that they made previously. They made up for here. They had a beautiful combo with incredible follow-ups. They played the beginning of this game very well, too.
We'll see if they can maintain it, though, as Hysen does take out Koko. Spyrox in the 1v2 for a little bit. Weapon toss is thrown out.
I thought that lance toss was going to bonk him on the head. That down air is going to clean him up anyway.
And everything gets even back up. Red team Not going to let blue team get too much of a lead, despite that massive team combo that they were able to build. A good follow-up from Spyrox, though.
Just a lot of chaos, everybody around all over the place. No real form to the game at this point.
You can kind of see like a line being drawn in the sand at every moment, right? Blue team generally just trying to stick close together. They want those team combos. And then on the other side, red team also trying to stay relatively close. They're not trying to get split up.
Side take from Pavelski, going to set up the offstage. Here comes Spyrox. He's going to relieve that pressure, zone Pavelski away a little bit, but Hysen is there. I keep seeing that Olgrim and Machete always keeps going through my brain.
I mean, that's his skin.
Hysen here. Yeah, that's the skin setup, but it's Hysen here.
Oh man, Spyrox in trouble. Despite the fact that the red team lost both their stocks early, they held on to him for a really long time, and everything staying even. Follow-up? Nice.
Nice. Beautiful hit. Great signature usage from Spyrox there, charging it up the proper amount of time, picking it up at just the moment that he needed to, giving themselves the lead here for the blue team when they were just a little bit behind in terms of the damage that Hysen had on his second stock. Now we're back to a dead even game.
I love that team combo from the blue team because that's like a map thing. Like you can't do that on every single map. Spyrox had to be on that soft platform and Koko had to get that side light in air just high enough to not jump into the down sig. Everybody's scrapping. Pavelski the most damage so far, but it's not a significant amount. Oh, man. Hysen's getting both of them with nairs, though.
The blue team completely disengaged and move over to the left side of the stage. Now they're starting to push towards the middle and the right side of the stage. Ooh, getting juggled. Spyrox gets back to the platform, finds his weapon, also his signature, but Hysen gets a KO off the top. Spyrox, the most damage in this game, also the one without a teammate.
This is a rough spot. Going to swap over to the gauntlets. Pavelski with a weapon toss, keeping the pressure, and the down sig will finish it off. 2-0 lead to Pavelski and Hysen.
Much better damage numbers coming out from everybody across the board. It's like the mid 400s to the low 500s. So everybody with pretty healthy numbers. That opening was so good. Spyrox still there to grab Hysen when he fell out of Koko's string. Incredible work there to not only get one KO, but to continue that pressure up and know that you can still get a second one without risking too much.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing for this blue team is those team combos, right? That's the thing that's working the best for them as they go back to Crystal Temple. And the question is, can they get these team combos again and again? They need to consistently get them because on the second stocks, they weren't really finding them.
Spyrox and Koko hoping a skin change might help them out here. Both of them coming out. Different Wushang skin, different Olgrim skin. Hoping to a little change of clothes. Maybe you can change clothes and go.
Well, that's what they did earlier as a great down sig comes out from Spyrox catching Hysen. Unfortunately, couldn't lead to more. Again, lots of horizontal movement in that Lance air kit. Ooh, the double hit. Got the nair and the recovery on it. Pavelski got launched, but a little too tanky on this Val. Punish? Oh, Pavelski gets out of there.
Gonna swap out his gauntlets for a sword. Again, Spyrox is just really thirsty for this KO onto Pavelski, but he's too thirsty, so he throws out a move, and Pavelski's just too far away for that to hit. Gets the punish, but there's Koko hitting the Lance recovery for the KO. Pavelski gonna be the first one to be taken out.
That's a KS.
Wonderful timing on that, though. You gotta respect it.
That's a pure KS, but you know what? It works out. They got the KO, and that gives them the lead, but it's looking very similar to what happened in game number 2, where they got this early lead, and red team, they just cleaned it up.
Brawlhalla needs that like protection that BRs have, where like the person that downs the guy gets the credit for the kill if someone else cleans him up.
Yeah, you just get the assist or like the points for the finish, but not for the knock. There's the recovery coming out from Pavelski, and suddenly everything evened up.
We do see Pavelski taking some damage, though. Does have to be careful, but we saw kind of on his first stock, he was doing a pretty good job of positioning himself on the stage so that when he took hits, he wasn't in danger of being immediately knocked out. He was baiting Spyrox a lot, kind of using himself as a target, saying, oh, look, I'm in the red, come get me.
Yeah, just trying to weave in and out. Nice pickup on the end sig. Punish. Doesn't get the dodge read though. Hysen able to keep some pressure going. No punish on the downside. You saw everybody watching to see how the reaction was going to be, but the side air takes out Pavelski.
Hysen is able to land, also grab a weapon there. Sig going off stage from Pavelski. You see Hysen, that side air right behind Pavelski was there in case any blue team member was following Pavelski to punish that signature.
Off stage, Pavelski trying to help out just a little bit. Let him get tapped by the recovery in case he needed the chase dodge. Nice.
Wow, that actually took Hysen out the top.
Yeah.
He was flying for a while, so I thought he might be able to get back.
Ooh, but Hysen comes back and will take down Koko, and advantage to the blue team as Spyrox is the only one still sitting on that second stock.
And we're still getting that same pace in terms of damage that Pavelski is taking by taking the most damage, not only on his team, but in the game on his final stock as well.
Nice punish from behind by Hysen, though. Pavelski able to dodge out of the Sig read. Can they get it? Oh, he got a little too close to it.
Hysen spent so much time out there for him to just get hit by that Lance recovery. I thought he was perfectly set up to get the punish off of that and probably leading to the KO.
Dude, what a save from Spyrox. His recovery from below actually kept Hysen from recovering onto Koko. Down Sig connects.
Wrong side of the stage, not going to lead to the immediate KO. Hysen still
the weapon toss to save.
Has some more damage he can take. Not anymore. He's been taking out Pavelski. He is so damaged.
Yo, but Spyrox is barely. Weapon toss comes out. Good dodge, but the recovery will do it. Spyrox and Koko take one.
Keeping themselves alive. It's now 1-2 in this set. We're going to be heading into game 4. Solid damage numbers all around. 3 players doing 500 plus damage. Pavelski doing 429, but he put out 0 team damage. That's impressive.
Wow.
When you look at what Hysen was doing, 91 team damage. That is almost 2 color changes throughout that game. On the other side, Koko putting out 57, which is pretty solid, and Spyrox putting out 69 damage. Nice there from Spyrox.
I was looking at Pavelski's damage taken in the 700s, which is quite a bit of damage taken.
That's crazy.
But about 100 of it was from his teammate.
That's true. On the other side, Koko took 632, so still solid damage numbers taken. And we're moving on to Shipwreck Falls, those tiny walls, man. I'm so scared. That literally right there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to talk about. It's taking a Val player to a tiny sidewall stage. We kind of just did it last game, and Spyrox and Koko came out on top.
Yo, they were going for the immediate 20-second KO as they were high in the sky. Both Spyrox and Pavelski were scrapping it out. And we see that Spyrox is kind of, he's figured it out, right? He was looking rough in game number 1, but since then, he's really started to clean it up. He's been able to be present in the fights and put out damage.
Backside of that recovery is going to completely split up the blue team. They make it back to their teammates, but then immediately Spyrox is taken up. Let's see, and there is the Koko following him right behind. So that's a full team wipe. This is now forcing a 2v1 situation. Pavelski almost picks up that ground pound, but good damage was done.
Yeah, Spyrox trying to play that power play as best he can. Does get the pogo. Pavelski has the movement, so he should be okay. Spyrox really wants it, though. You can see how he's kind of ignoring Hysen to try to get this, and it's not really working out for him.
Hysen sitting in a good spot, even though Pavelski was just taken out. Nice follow-up coming out from Koko. Going to even up the stocks, but now we got to keep our eyes on Spyrox. He's basically the Pavelski of this game in terms of taking damage.
Yeah, most damaged on the board, most damaged between the team as well. He's got to be careful, but he sets up, doesn't get the side sig. Koko was in position. Pavelski finds a side sig of his own.
Nice 2-piece from Hysen. He does get punished by Spyrox.
Nice. Going blow for blow. We saw Spyrox hit a recovery. Pavelski with a recovery of his own.
Nice.
Nice ground pound. Gets in there. Team combo. Down sig. Side sig. Blue team.
That's huge.
Big lead.
That is huge. That ground pound from Spyrox on the right side was so quick. I don't think red team expected that. And then that follow-up combo was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, they needed that ground pound to give themselves the opportunity for that team combo, get that power play, and Spyrox is going to fall, but he did his job of getting this lead. They just need to add up more before Koko falls.
Koko did just turn red, so he does have some time unless he gets caught by something big, or I guess that.
I mean, when 2 people are hitting you, that's pretty big.
Yep. I didn't think that was necessarily going to KO. I wouldn't think that a raw recovery would do it, especially if it sends it like the 45-degree angle, which it did.
Well, now it's a battle between Spyrox and Koko.
Oh, this is scary for
Pavelski.
Spyrox.
He gets past, but Hysen with the ground coverage. Koko has to save the nair. We'll give him the jump. Koko!
Oh! Okay.
Okay. Spyrox does get back up, avoids the side sig. Who's going to fall first? Is Koko going to have to 1v2? A good spot dodge from Spyrox. Pavelski with the side air. Off stage, Pavelski hits the recovery. It's a 1v2.
It is certainly a winnable game for Koko, especially when he grabs 2 hits like that. Does actually take 2 hits in the process. It looks like he's trying to get to the other side of Hysen, so he's not caught in a sandwich. Pavelski, dude, what are you doing? What was that neutral signature? That was probably the worst thing you could have gone for. Because it was the other direction.
If he did it right, if he got it in the right spot, could have launched off stage. That's what the goal, right?
Other stuff could have launched off stage, too, that didn't lead to bounce off the main platform.
Koko's going to fall. Pavelski and Hysen able to clean it up. 3-1, but that was looking so close to a Koko and Spyrox victory.
Looking at the damage numbers here, we have basically Hysen and Koko doing similar things. Of course, both of them are playing Ulgrim. 636 from Hysen, 673 from Koko. On the other side, Spyrox coming out only 382. Pavelski's numbers aren't the highest either, but it's at least 439. And he took almost the most damage in that entire game. Koko beating him out, taking 584. Hysen taking 579. Actually, he took the least damage in that game. I don't know what I'm talking about. The number was like lit up on the stat tool, so I thought
it was fancy looking.
I guess that means in this case taking damage is lower is gooder. Yeah. Which it can sometimes be the opposite. If you take a gorillion damage without dying, that's also a plus.
Yeah, can be cool. Look at the